Sean Strickland was knocked out in less than 3 minutes and is now a star. Ben Askren was knocked out in precisely 5 seconds and is now a star. When you have these fighters who lost a fight then became a star, you don't put them up in serious fights. You put them up in fan matchups, fun matchups. Nate Diaz didn't become a star when he lost. He became a star when he won against Conor McGregor. And when guys lose and become a star, you want to put them up with fun matchups. Ben Askren, when he lost to Jorge Masvidal, was given Damian Maia. You can't call that a fun matchup. You can call when Kevin Holland lost to Hamza Chimaev and he was given Wonderboy, that was a fun matchup. You can say that, and I will agree. I will agree. Is Sean Strickland and Jared Cannonier a fun matchup? I don't think that's a fun matchup at all. I think it's a matchup that's trying to boost somebody into the rankings. I believe Jared Cannonier is number 2 or 3. I think 3. He's number 3 and Sean Strickland is number 7. Do I think that this is a fun matchup? Absolutely not. So why are they making this fight? That is very interesting. Because if Jared Cannonier wins, nobody wants to see him fight for the belt again. He's just not that type of guy. He's just not an interesting guy. There's a reason why Adesanya's last successful title defense was against Jared Cannonier. Because he was in the bottom of that list. Because he's not interesting. And Sean Strickland just had a press conference with Adesanya and he won. He was the winner of that press conference because the whole purpose of a press conference is to promote a fight. Or you can make a fight in the press conference. Call out the other guy that you think can win and make a scene in the press conference so people will get riled up because people watched the press conference. And Sean Strickland promoted his fight and made a fight with Adesanya in the press conference on accident. He didn't use his brain, it was all on accident. That is impressive. And when you have Sean Strickland as number 7 going up against number 2 and Sean Strickland loses, he's somewhere going to be number 9 or number 10. Which is not very good because I do feel like you want to put Sean Strickland closer to Adesanya because people will want to see that fight. That is the only interesting fight for Sean Strickland in the middleweight division. I think so. I think him and Pereira is just going to be the same thing. He even said that he is going to have the same exact strategy just like the first one, which is to stand and bang with Pereira. And in the first fight, we knew what happened there. It's quite obvious what's gonna happen again if he were to do that. I do want to see him fight Adesanya, even though I think Adesanya will win. Could you imagine all the fun and all the build-up that we're gonna get in that fight, and it will not affect anybody's stock at all? If you think Adesanya is gonna win, which I think Adesanya will win, then why not book that fight? Since if Sean loses, he's not gonna lose any stock at all. He lost to Pereira, who's now the middleweight champion. His stock increased. It didn't went down. It increased. So I feel like you do want to put Sean Strickland closer to Adesanya. And you don't do that by putting him up against the number 3 guy that went 25 minutes with Adesanya. A guy that's named Killer Gorilla.